How did you become a credit union member?
Somebody recommended it years ago. I can't remember how long.
Oh.
But a friend of mine, I think I was working for the county barn, recommended to come here. I guess I can't say I had bad problems at a couple other banks.
You can say that, yeah. So you've had experience at other banks and maybe they didn't meet your expectations. You
Correct.
Bad service or something like that.
Very much so. On several accounts. I had bad service, so you all were recommended. I wanted to because I'm in paramedic school, I wanted to buy a different vehicle because I'm driving back and forth to Blue Springs twice a week, and it was a lot of miles. I had a 07 Ford, or a 2000 Ford Ranger, and I was eating me on gas, so I wanted to get a different vehicle. So I went to Ford, and my credit wasn't the best, stuff like that, so I was kind of upside down in the truck, and anyway, I wanted to get a different vehicle. They worked it out. In fact, Tanya was awesome. It went between, I stepped out for a little, out of the whole conversation. It went between Tanya and Ford, and they worked it out to where I could get the vehicle I wanted. I didn't even have, I just sat there and I'm like, tell me what my payments are going to be, let's keep them here, and it was great. Okay. When I went to get my loan, Tanya had recommended the insurance. I don't even know what it's called, but it's the insurance, and I thought, okay, and Sandy had also recommended it. And
disability insurance?
Right, and I'd known of Sandy for several years. Anyway, I was like, okay, I've got a history with my back, maybe it might be a good idea. That was, I want to say I bought my car in April. In May or June, I was driving to school and I coughed a hernia.
Oh, man.
It had come through an incision from my gallbladder surgery 3 years prior. And I actually coughed a hernia.
Oh, my God.
Sounds strange, I know, but anyway, ended up I was out for several weeks. If I hadn't had the insurance, my credit would have really gotten bad. I wouldn't have been able to make my car payment. I called up here talking to them. They already had it worked out. As soon as I told them, they pulled the papers, knew what I had to do or didn't have to do, and I mean literally had everything. Okay, well, if this, the other problem I had was it was due, my car payment was coming due, and don't worry about it. We know the insurance is covering it, but I tell you what, that was the best thing I ever I ever did, because if I hadn't had that, it would have really screwed me up, because I was out of work until sometime in June. I was out almost 6 weeks.
Wow. I know you also mentioned a lot of the bank terminology, credit union terminology, maybe that you're not so familiar with, and Tanya helped you out, helped you understand everything? I
basically am kind of illiterate when it comes to insurance stuff, and I have to have everything cut and dry. Mm-hmm. Just like if I were to talk to you about EMT and medical stuff, it might be a little different.
Absolutely.
I have to have it brought down to my level, which I'm not proud to say is not the highest of it. Sure. I have some college, but I still don't understand how it all works. Without Tanya and all them, there's no way. I mean, I have to have somebody, and they sat down and explained, okay, this is what you do, this is how it works, and they don't put in all this extra crap that I don't need to know about. Sorry. Is a basic. Okay, here you go. I recently got another loan from here. I came in, brought my credit report in. I want to buy a house. So I sat down with Tanya and said, this is what I'm looking at. I need to pay some stuff off of my credit report, so I need to get some things cleared up. What can we do? She sat with me and talked to me and went through my whole credit report, figured out where we could go to clear it up, and it looks like within another 30 days I can start purchasing a house. So, I mean, honestly, she sat down for an hour or more and went over it. Okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. She went in the other room, talked to somebody else, and I said, well, ended up my payments are lower now than what I was paying off individually to pay what was on my credit report off. My payments are lower now, plus I got to pay 2 or 3 extra things off that I didn't know was even on there. And Tanya took the time to, figure everything out, and, here's what you got. Went in the other room, talked to some lady, came back, here you go.
That's so
What
great.
do I pay? Make sure the insurance is on there.
Yeah. So you think, so the credit union is here for you?
Oh, right? Yeah, 110%, without a doubt. I mean, in fact, I recommended it to another friend a couple of years ago to move her stuff here.